overhike tariff has been an issue, and according to Man, despite all the things that the president has said they were going to do, there's still overhike tariff. So let's bring in our guest now in the studio. Chizoba Akune is CEO Nektopu capacity development. I mean, you can correct me with that if I didn't get it correctly. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much, Mr. Frank. Thank you. It's nice being here. And good morning to you. Good morning to everyone that is watching. Thank you.
All right. So let's go to this. I mean, for this particular story, talk to us about this particular story, which of course has to do with the issue of harsh economic, in Nigeria, harsh economic policy. One, of course, is what the man is complaining about, which of course has to, there's a 40% increment in power, which of course has to start from this July, though we have not been approved yet. The issue of taxation is there. There's a VAT, which of course 40% VAT on diesel. There's also a plan to start collecting VAT from traders in the market. So talk to us about, for you, what is the major challenge that is facing the economy and that the government needs to address at the moment?
Okay, so yes, this is an ongoing concern. It's an ongoing issue, and it didn't just start today. The first thing you will notice is that in the past 7 years, the government has actually moved into the agri sector. That's where they're focusing on. So a lot of issues that manufacturers are going through has been on the increase. One of it has been, as you have said, the multiple taxation. I know that prior to now, at the federal level with the FIRS, they pay about 8 different taxes. Okay. And then at the state and local government level, they pay between 11 to 20. And then we're looking at some of them being multiple tax. You're still paying for VAT, and then you're also paying for products. You're paying. So the thing is, there's no harmonization in taxes, and then bringing in new tax regimes is also going to stifle the people. And then also there is the issue of manufacturing of diesel, getting power, getting alternate sources of things to use to produce. There is something for raw materials. So when you look at what has been going on, and then I think another issue is this: every new government comes with their own regime, and they say this is what they want to do. Now you find out that we have not really seen any government that follows through from beginning to the end. I know there was one other one that they were looking at that was going to help us to be able to trade across borders, and what happened was that it died in the middle or at the beginning or whatever. So we're very good in drawing things on paper, but we're not actually going into the field to look at what is going on. And you agree with me that the manufacturing the manufacturing industry as a whole is one of the major drivers of the economy. So these and lots are what we're looking at, and what we're saying is this: number one, let the taxations be unified. So if we know we are paying this tax, let's know what exactly we're paying for. Let them stop multiple taxations at different levels, because you have the federal government saying something, the state government is saying, the local government is saying, so you're paying the same thing over and over again. Yes, I know that they have done a lot in trying to make this thing work. We know that it's not going to be a walk in the park, but what we're saying is we need more effort. And then I know a lot of people are rejoicing with the fact that they say state governments can begin to generate power, and everybody can generate power. But you're not looking at it from the aspect of when the government goes off it totally. We're talking about serious spike.
That's right.
And so what we're looking at is what is going to actually be the cost of production of that goods. What is actually going to be the cost of retaining those staffs in those companies? What is going to be the actual cost of selling?
Because at the end of the day, the manufacturers may want to transfer, extra costs to the consumer.
And then don't forget that there are various taxes that are paid at each point.
Right.
So even if you want to rebrand the product and bring it out also, there is another. So when you're looking at it generally, we look, it's a holistic thing. And so that's why I feel that all government agencies should sit on the table and discuss it, because you're talking about this from your own point of view. Are you listening to what the other person is saying? And so what is going to happen is it's going to trickle down to the masses, because there's going to be multiple retrenchment of salary of workers, and then there's going to be the owing of salaries are also there, and then there's going to be also the product not being available, and we're even talking about production within Nigeria, not even exportation.
For some of these policies, I know that quite a lot of people have said this government, perhaps it's ready to work. First was the unification of the naira, which of course now the exchange rate is now 1. There is no official rate, and there is no black rate anymore. So even the gap has been closed. But do you think that this government has shown, promising? Do you think he has shown that body language to work, given some of the policies so far that has been recorded, or that have been initiated since he came into office?
Okay, I will say that to tell.
Okay.
So I'm not jumping like every Nigerian is jumping. It's still early to tell. And the truth of the matter is future behavior is predicted from present and past behavior. Now, as a country, when you look at the Nigerian economy or the Nigerian general environmental scope, we're very good in having things on paper.
Right.
We're very good. But when it comes to implementation, we're lacking. And so I would say it's still early to tell. Yes, we hope. Yes, we're looking, we're watching, we're hoping for the best. But what we're looking at is we're looking at the actual implementation, knowing that, yes, they could say they want to do this, but within the next 1 year, something could come up. And so we're hoping for the best, and we're looking, hoping that they'll be able to pull together everything that they have promised.
Maybe I need to ask you to share your personal experience. Since the president, this new administration came to power, if you're ready to, willing to share, we would. You do business, you have businesses that you do, and you have some things that you do. So talk to us about how you think this is impacting on your business. The naira unification, you have the rate hike in energy consumption, the subsidy removal is there, it's there, and that has created a lot of economic bottlenecks, economic hardship, and the reality now is that cost of production has gone up. So you are in business. How has this impacted on your operation so far?
Okay, I will say number one, it's not been easy, it's been difficult. And we've had to make so many difficult decisions. Some of it has to, we've had to let some staffs go. We've had to trim down on our operations and all. And we're not just the ones that are facing this. A lot of businesses are also facing this. So, and everything is happening at once. I think that's another issue. It's all happening at once. And everybody's saying, let it happen at once. Let's suffer now so that it could get better. But I think that from the perspective of a business person, things should go gradual. There should be cushions. The government should be able to provide cushions. You should be able to have a plan.
More like a palliative.
Yes,
right?
have cushions, palliatives. Have a plan. And so let's know that, okay, this is within this first, and then this is the next step, and this is the next step. But what will happen is, on the inauguration day, we're hearing that subsidy has been removed. And then what triggers, given the kind of society that we have, is that the next day, filling stations are being locked up, prices of fuel are on the increase and all. And so
certainly the market will react to that.
The market is reacting. So you find out that as business owners, what happens is that we're trying to balance the ball, because we are the ones in the middle. We are the ones that are feeling the effect, and we're the ones that are trying to give back to the economy so that the economy can thrive.